All right, thank you, Tony. We have developing news now on a deadly police-involved shooting on a Providence highway.
As we first reported on Eyewitness News at noon, a grand jury has cleared several state police troopers and Providence police officers of wrongdoing in November's shooting death of a suspect on a Route 95 on-ramp near Providence Place Mall. And new tonight, we're learning who testified before the grand jury in this case. Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the new details he's uncovered. Tim?
Mike and Shannon, I've just learned a ballistics report from the state crime lab reveals it was a state trooper that fired the fatal shot. A high-speed chase on the morning of November 9th ended in a hail of gunfire.
Shots fired! The car's out. They're still shooting. They're still shooting.
You can see the white pickup truck surrounded by police. Investigators say there were 5 state troopers and 4 Providence patrolmen who fired their weapons that day. The driver, 32-year-old Joseph Santos, was killed. His passenger, Christine Demers, was also shot but survived. Demers' attorney, John Cicilline, tells Target 12 she testified before the Providence County grand jury on Wednesday. The stunning incident began when police say Donald Morgan stole a cruiser earlier that morning by crawling from the front seat to the back, launching a manhunt. Police received a tip that Morgan may have hopped in the back of a white pickup, prompting a Cranston patrolman to pull over Santos. But they say Santos took off, triggering the chase. State Police Colonel Anna Sumpico says she has ordered dividers to be installed on all cruisers.
What will be the most important is to make sure that setup and that vehicle is safe for all the troopers who drive it, and we will make sure of that.
It turns out Morgan was not in the truck. He was captured the next day in Cumberland. Sumpico says she hopes to have those dividers installed within 3 months. Coming up, new at 6, we're learning more about what the passenger, Christine Demers, did when the shooting erupted. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
The Target 12 investigators have new information tonight on the woman seriously injured in the deadly police shooting on a Route 95 on-ramp last November.
As we broke at noon, a grand jury has cleared the officers and troopers involved that day of any wrongdoing. Driver of the truck was killed. The woman who was hurt was a passenger in the truck.
Target 12 investigator Tim White's been on this story from the very beginning and has the details that are new at 6.
We've learned the passenger in that truck, Christine Demers, testified before the grand jury on Wednesday. Her lawyer tells me she's still recovering from her injuries. On November 9th, a high-speed chase led to this truck violently ramming cars on an on-ramp to Route 95. That prompted 5 troopers and 4 Providence patrolmen to open fire. On Friday, a grand jury determined the shooting was justified. The driver, 32-year-old Joseph Santos, was killed. His passenger, Christine Demers, was also shot. Her attorney, John Cicilline, tells Target 12 Demers immediately dropped to the floor of the truck after she was shot once to the back. He says the single bullet did serious damage, and surgeons ultimately had to remove a kidney to save her life. The carnage began when police say Donald Morgan stole a state police cruiser by hopping into the front seat. The cruiser was recovered, but Morgan was gone. Police attempted to pull over Santos because they believed Morgan may have been in the back of the truck. Santos took off, triggering the chase. Earlier this week, State Police Colonel Anna Sumpico said within 3 months, all state police cruisers will be installed with a divider to prevent suspects from gaining access to the front seat.
So, no, that's going full forward. We have that ready to go. It's just a matter of they've got to be installed.
Providence Police Commissioner Stephen Perry tells me they are reviewing all policies and procedures following this shooting, and they will seek input from community leaders. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.